Hi guys, today I'm sharing with you my all-time favorite highlighters. If everything else in the market disappeared, these are what I would want to hang on to. So if you're interested in my top favorite picks, then please keep watching. So before we begin, let me tell you exactly what I look for in a highlighter, because a lot of these highlighters are going to be quite similar on the skin. So let me just quickly go over what I look for in a highlighter. I prefer my highlighter to be subtle when I first put it on and then be built up to however intense I want it to be, because I don't like highlighters that the minute you put it on you're like whoa 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 and then you have to blend it into the skin. Just it's such a mess, so I don't prefer that. I also like very fine shimmer in my highlighter, don't like glitter or sparkle because that looks very unflattering and artificial on the skin, and also it doesn't look great on anybody. That's just what I feel. And I prefer my powders to be slightly stiff unless they're great quality, that even if they are soft they can be quite beautiful on the skin, because a very soft formula can look a little pasty on the skin, especially when it's built up, because it just looks like a stripe on the cheek and doesn't really blend and mesh into the skin. So now that you know all the things I look for in a highlighter, let's just jump right into what exactly I have for you here. Okay, going in the order of intensity, I will start off with the least intense of them all, and these are perfect for those of you who want to wear it to work or wear it to formal occasions, or even those of you who are on the mature side and you want something that doesn't highlight your pores and any kind of texture and any skin issues that you may have, but you still want to highlight and give your skin a subtle glow. These are perfect. And the first one that I have for you is a cream highlighter, and this is the Revlon Photoready Insta-fix highlighting stick. Now this is in the shade 210, that's gold light, and this is the perfect subtle gold, slightly peachy shade that's perfect for Indian skin tones, because we have a lot of yellow in our skin. So this is the perfect color to make your skin look very lightly dewy but nothing intense. Just one swipe of this gives you the most subtle glow you would have ever seen, but you can definitely build it up, but it's never going to be too intense. If you are looking for that natural subtle glow, you may want to try this highlighter, especially in this shade, because this shade doesn't look too intense, it doesn't look too dark. It's just the perfect light-like glow on your skin to make it look very beautiful and glowy. The second product I have for you is another subtle highlighter, but this is a powder one, and this is the Lakme Moonlit highlighter, and this is the one that comes in two tones, the lighter and the darker. All skin tones can use both these shades equally when you swipe them on your brush. It makes the skin look like it's in the perfect light, and it just gives that subtle hint of shine on your skin and accentuates your cheekbones, and it just looks beautiful. So if you want to wear it more subtly during the day but also build it up for the night, you can definitely do that with this product, which is a little more difficult to do with the Revlon stick. I said in the order of intensity, so the third least intense highlighter that I have for you is from Wet n Wild. This is their Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals, and this is, I think, their best seller, because every time I go on Nykaa.com this highlighter is always sold out. But this is a beautiful shade of highlighter. Out of all the three shades that they have on the Nykaa site, this I think is the most flattering, that goes well with all skin tones, and it just looks perfect for every occasion. This is good enough to wear to work, to college, if you're allowed to wear makeup to college, to any formal occasions, even when you want to wear it at night, even to parties, because you can definitely build it up and get it to be a lot more intense and glowy on your skin. It's a little dry formula. It's not the kind of highlighter that you just swipe your finger in and you get like intense pigment and it's very soft and buttery. But don't be dismayed the minute you swatch it, because it looks beautiful on the skin. The minute you put your brush in, you need to use a slightly rough, dense brush, because a soft brush doesn't really pick up the product too well, and you'll probably just get all the shimmer particles in your brush and not really the actual highlighter. It's the most beautiful, slightly peachy, subtle golden glow highlighter, and it's absolutely stunning. I really love it because this treads that perfect center line where it's not too subtle but it's not too intense either, so it gives you that perfect glow, good for day and night. My fourth favorite highlighter is from NYX. This is the Strobe of Genius Illuminating palette, and this is the one that comes in this gigantic palette that has about 7 shades of highlighter, but I feel like the magic is in the bottom row. This formula is a lot smoother and a lot more pigmented compared to the top ones. I find that the top ones are extremely subtle, a little powdery, but the bottom ones, amazing. My favorite shade is the one to the left, the one below the gold, and this is the perfect subtle golden peachy toned color. It's similar to the Wet n Wild Precious Petals, but this is a little more gold and it's a little more intense than the Wet n Wild one, which is why I love it. I love reflective highlighters because when you stand in the light, in sunlight, it catches the light perfectly, makes your cheeks just glisten like there's water on them. It's stunning. So if you are looking for a palette that can do a lot of different things in just one, then go for this because it's the perfect palette to suit every mood and every look. Number 5 is the Physicians Formula Warm Nudes palette, and this is the one that comes in this 12 colored pan. Comes with a mirror as well as a brush that I don't have now. This I feel like has the smoothest formula out of all the highlighters I just showed you and one that I'm about to show you. It just feels so buttery. The minute you just swipe your finger in, it picks up so much pigment. So you would definitely have to be careful with these super soft highlighters because they can really pick up a lot of product. So if you don't like intense highlighters, then you'd really have to tap off your brush, get off the excess, and then go in and apply it. It has so many different shades, so if you're feeling like you want something very light and very silvery, you can go on the top row like this. And then if you want a little more subtle, kind of skin-like looking highlighter, then the ones in the center, the 2 rows here, are perfect for that. That's my favorite row. That's what I always swipe my brush in. And if you are deeper or you just want to go for that very bronzy look, then go to the bottom row and that will satisfy every need. This palette is also great because it can also be used as eyeshadows. Highlighters can be used as eyeshadows, but what happens sometimes is that it has a lot of glitter or shimmer particles in it and not a lot of color. So it's great on the skin, but the minute you put it on your eyes, when you want a bit of color, it doesn't give you that color. But this, because it's so soft and buttery, it picks up the color as well as that shimmer. So if you pick up this pink shade right here, it will give you a subtle pink shadow, and if you pick up the bronze, it will give you a bronze look on your eyes. So if you're looking for something that works as eyeshadow as well as highlighter, just for you. Last but definitely not least, and definitely the most intense of all of them, is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and I have the shade Molten Gold. They also have a new shade now in Rose Gold, but the gold one I think is definitely a favorite of everybody because it suits every skin tone, whether you're light, medium, deep, very fair, very deep. This is the perfect color because it has such a reflective quality. Like highlighters generally have a reflective quality because of the shimmer in them, but this, I don't know what they've put in it. I don't know what color shimmer they've put in it. It just looks gold all over. But when you stand in the sun, this catches the light so intensely. It looks stunning. I cannot describe exactly how it looks. You have to see it. So if you have a friend who owns this or you happen to see it at a store, please swatch it because it's stunning. It's definitely my favorite when I want a really intense highlighter. This highlighter is definitely better for night than for day wear because even if you try to put a very thin, subtle layer on, because of that shimmer quality in it, it just looks extremely reflective. So if you stand out in the sun, it just gleams like diamonds. These were my favorite highlighters of all time. If you own and use any of these, do let me know and I would love to hear your thoughts on them. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe if you haven't already. It's that red button below. Please comment, share. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. As always, I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys!